Greetings, Chancellor Farina. My name is Mauricio Gonzalez, and today I'd like to share with you a critical issue that I've encountered in the schools I've worked at and a solution that I find to this issue. I'd like to thank you beforehand, though, for listening to my thoughts on education. Let me give you some background first. Before becoming a teacher, I studied marine biology and was a research scientist in South America. I now teach marine biology research to underrepresented youth. I started teaching in the South Bronx, then I moved on to Harlem, and now I'm on Governor's Island. There are two things that fuel my passion for education. The first is that our planet is in crisis. We're suffering the worst species extinction on record. The second thing is that Hispanics, African Americans, and women are underrepresented in the careers that can actually do something about it, namely STEM careers and high-paying careers such as law. So, in my opinion, the problem that I've encountered is that there's very low belief in our students. And this in turn leads to a system-wide phenomenon of low expectations. In the schools I've taught at, I've noticed that most students had never written lab reports for their science classes. So to challenge my students, I would have them work on independent research projects, eventually leading to research reports. I also noticed that over 60% of our seniors were reading at or below 9th grade level. So to challenge that, I would have them read peer-reviewed journal articles. And thirdly, I noticed that our classrooms were missing technology. And so I had my students build hydroponics, aquaponics, aeroponics systems, 3D printers, and geographic information systems. When I was implementing these ideas, former colleagues and administrators would tell me things such as, we don't have those sorts of students here, or there's going to be a revolution in your class, or even, you need to coddle the kids more. Needless to say, I didn't pay attention to those words. I kept on having high expectations for my students and pushing them ever more. So I can report to you that over 80% of my students have received their CTE endorsement. They've earned over 200 college credits these last 5 years before going to college. Over 98% of them have passed the industry assessment. They've worked at over 100 different internship sites. Last year, 2 of our seniors were certified in geographic information systems for the first time in New York State. And region-wide, my students come in first, second, and third place at the New York City Science and Engineering Fair over public schools, specialized schools, and private schools. So I think that what we need to do is create a campaign where our teachers are given information on that our students can't achieve, and that they need to believe in our students so that they can hold their expectations high and keep on challenging our students so that they're ready for a 21st century economy. Thank you for listening to my ideas, and hope you have a wonderful night.